Union? Union? I can't hear you, my people. Union? Good morning, brothers and sisters. It gives me honor to stand here this morning to acknowledge Workers' Day. And I want to say to you, happy Labor Day to all workers throughout the length and breadth of Antigua and Barbuda. Brothers and sisters, let us understand that we have a reason to celebrate. But while we celebrate where we are as workers, we still have a long way to go. As Sister Hazel mentioned, the challenges faced by females, and Brother Chester Hughes just highlighted the rapid takeover of AI. We must understand as workers, we must join together to ensure that our place still remains within the workforce. Brothers and sisters, I am committed as political leader of the United Progressive Party to continue to stand with the Antigua and Barbuda Workers' Union to ensure that we improve the working conditions in Antigua and Barbuda. I will also ensure that working with my union, the Barbuda's Workers' Union, that we will bring a bill to Parliament to protect workers' severance. We have started the discussions, brothers and sisters, and we are looking to advance this bill to Parliament because we believe that workers play a very critical role in the development of Antigua and Barbuda. COVID taught us that we have to be prepared for all eventualities, and we are prepared as a party to support the efforts of the Antigua Barbuda Workers' Union to ensure that workers' rights are protected. Brothers and sisters, I also stand here to give you my commitment that we will continue to work with people who are negotiating settlement for the formerly at workers. We are committed to ensuring that the cash workers as well, they are looked after. We are committed to ensuring that the minimum wage move from minimum wage to a living wage. Brothers and sisters, if we are going to be effective with bettering the working conditions and add more rights to workers, we must stay close to the Antigua Barbuda Workers' Union, a forward-thinking organization that has shown, brothers and sisters, its commitment to developing the working class. So, brothers and sisters, it gives me great honor and privilege to stand at this podium in solidarity with workers and in solidarity with the Antigua Barbuda Workers' Union. Brothers and sisters, we are also committing ourselves as the United Progressive Party and as a people in general to ensure that we work to eliminate or reduce, brothers and sisters, the high cost of living here in Antigua and Barbuda. We believe that a lot can be done in ensuring that your dollar can go a long way. We believe that working together, we can achieve the things that we need to achieve. But brothers and sisters, we must also understand that we must stand with every sector. We must stand with the working class to ensure that movements happen in these areas. Brothers and sisters, we have not seen or heard much from the government as it relates to an increase to a living wage for workers. But we have heard of a 14% increase backdated to January 1st, 2023 for ministers. Brothers and sisters, if we are serious in this country, we must ensure that workers are taken care of first before we look at ministers and parliamentarians. Brothers and sisters, if we are serious, we must stand up to the government who just gave itself a 200% increase in duty allowance. While they're moving the allowances, while they're increasing their salaries, they are not concerned with the working class of this country. And I want to say to you, how can you give yourself an increase when not even to consider the pensioners here in Antigua and Barbuda? But as a parliamentarian and as leader of the opposition, I want to say to the government that I will not accept any increase until the pensioners are sorted. If we are going to lead, we must lead from the front. And we must stand for what is right all the time. And I say it is wrong for the government to give ministers an increase, but cannot say when the pensioners or the whole public service will receive their increase. Brothers and sisters, this is an important time for workers. While we get a holiday to reflect, let us reflect on all the things that transpired. Let us remember the LIAT workers who are still out there wondering what will happen to them. We must remember the nurses who are still waiting for their COVID allowance. We must remember the police officers. They have been complaining, and all we're hearing, yes, yes, yes. And they patch up some little thing to put them back to work. Brothers and sisters, while you're not a police officer, while you're not a nurse, while you're not a teacher, while you are not a civil servant, understand that we are all working people and we must stand together. So brothers and sisters, we cannot continue to behave as everything is good. We have to be ready when we are called upon to stand up and to fight for what is right for workers. Brothers and sisters, before I leave this podium, I want us to sit and reflect on the work of Brother Keatlin Smith, Brother Malcolm Daniel, Brother Clarence Crump, and all the other members who came before. Let us understand and remember the work of the former Prime Minister, Brother Baldwin Spencer. He's still in the fight for workers. So how can the Honorable Baldwin Spencer be in the fight for workers and workers are not in the fight for themselves? We must ensure that going forward, that the working class of Antigua and Barbuda must be respected. We must ensure that we support the union as the working class. We realize that this government is trying to eradicate all unions in Antigua and Barbuda. But I want to say that will not happen. And I will ensure that that doesn't happen. So brothers and sisters, as we prepare to march through the street of Antigua and Barbuda in support of workers, let us remember we are facing many challenges. And this is the first test of us showing resistance to what is happening within the workforce. Brothers and sisters, we are committed. The Antigua and Barbuda Workers' Union is committed. The United Progressive Party is committed to ensuring that the working class of Antigua and Barbuda is being taken care of. I wish to say, brothers and sisters, long live the United Progressive Party. Long live the Antigua Barbuda Workers' Union. Long live the union movement in Antigua and Barbuda. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Union! Union! Good afternoon, good morning, brothers and sisters, until we meet again.
Thank you, Honorable Pringle, for those words of introspection and reflection.